Hi there, friends! Today we have a story about a slow, patient tortoise and a very fast, but very overconfident hare. It is called The Tortoise and the Hare. Are you ready? Let's begin. Deep in a bright green forest, where the oak trees grew tall and the meadow grass tickled your chin, every animal knew one important fact. The hare was the fastest creature for miles and miles around. He could run like the wind. He could run like lightning. He could run like a big sneeze that bursts out before you are ready. Whoosh! And the hare, oh, he knew it. He knew it every single day. Every morning, the hare ran laps around the pond. He sprinted past the deer. He lapped the rabbits. Twice. He zoomed so fast around the meadow that the ducks spun in dizzy, wobbling circles. Nobody, he announced to anyone who would listen, is faster than me. Nobody, not ever, not in this forest or any other forest in the whole wide world. Now, on the other side of that same forest lived a tortoise. He was old. He was gentle. He carried his round, heavy shell everywhere he went. Step, step, step. But here is the thing about the tortoise. He never, ever stopped. One sunny morning, the hare spotted the tortoise slowly crossing the dirt path. "Still walking, tortoise?" he called out with a grin. "Did you start walking last Tuesday?" The tortoise smiled calmly. "I may be slow," he said, "but I always get where I am going." "Sure you do," the hare said. "Eventually." The tortoise looked at the hare for a long, quiet moment. Then, very calmly, he said something no one expected. "Then let us have a race." The hare burst out laughing. "You? Race me? That is the funniest thing I have ever heard." "Me versus you," the tortoise said. "First one to the top of the big hill." The hare grinned. "Fine then, I accept." He was already laughing before the words were out of his mouth. Now, friends, do you think the tortoise can win? Keep watching. You might be surprised. Word spread through the forest like a summer breeze. The squirrels scurried down from their branches. The deer trotted over in a herd. The birds landed wing to wing on every log and fence post, ready to watch. Everyone wanted to see this race. The fox stepped up as judge. "Runners, are you ready?" The hare crouched low, coiled like a spring, eyes sharp. The tortoise stood steady, shell forward, chin up. "On your marks, get set, go!" Zoom! The hare was gone. Gone, just like that. A blur of fur, a flash of brown, a whoosh through the tall grass. The tortoise took one step, then another, then one more. Plod, plod, plod. The hare reached the halfway point in less than a minute. He stopped and looked back down the long path behind him. No tortoise. He looked even farther back. Still no tortoise. "This," he said, "is the easiest race in the history of all racing." The hare spotted a shady tree at the side of the path. The grass underneath it looked soft. The breeze felt cool and lovely. "I could take a nap right now," he said, "and wake up and still win by a mile." So that is exactly what he did. He flopped down in the shade, yawned a giant yawn, and fell fast asleep. Snore, snore, snore. Meanwhile, the forest grew very quiet, except for one sound. Plod, plod, plod. The tortoise walked past the yellow wildflowers at the edge of the path. Plod, plod, plod. He walked past the cool, bubbling stream. Plod, plod, plod. He walked right past the hare, who was still snoring under his shady tree. The tortoise did not hurry. He did not stop. He just kept going. The hill was steep. His legs were tired. His shell felt heavier with every step. But the tortoise had a saying, a secret that kept him moving forward. He whispered it to himself as he climbed. Slow and steady wins the race. Slow and steady wins the race. Step, step, step. The afternoon light turned golden across the trees. A single bird sang high above the branches. Back on the path, the hare's ear twitched. His eyes snapped open wide. The race! The race! Oh no, oh no, oh no! He scrambled to his feet and launched himself up the hill at full speed. He ran faster than he had ever run before, faster than lightning, faster than the wind. He ran and ran and ran and ran and skidded to a stop at the top of the hill. There, standing quietly beside the big oak tree, was the tortoise. Shell dusty, legs tired, smiling. The forest erupted into cheers. Hooray for the tortoise! The squirrels clapped, the deer stomped, the birds sang all at once in a joyful chorus. The hare walked slowly to the finish line. He had never walked slowly before in his entire life. It felt very, very strange. You beat me, the hare said softly. The tortoise shook his head with a kind smile. You are faster than me, hare. You will always be faster. But fast only matters if you do not stop. And so, friends, here is the truth that the tortoise knew all along. Talent is wonderful. Speed is a gift. But no gift in the world will carry you to the finish line if you sit down halfway there and fall asleep. The tortoise did not run faster. He simply never stopped. So the next time something feels hard, a tricky puzzle, a long practice, a goal that seems very far away, remember the tortoise. You do not have to be the fastest. You just have to keep going. Slow and steady wins the race. And that is the story of the tortoise and the hare. The hare and the tortoise became the very best of friends after that day. The hare learned to never give up, even when he was certain he had already won. The tortoise learned to enjoy every step of the journey. And somewhere in that bright, rustling forest, they are both still running. Thank you so much for watching, friends. See you next time!